an expert opinion over here. Ashwin Patil, Head of Fundamental Research at LKP Securities, is now joining us. Mr. Patil, afternoon, and thank you for joining us. Your first take on M&M numbers and how they look like?
Yeah, the numbers quite, I'm quite
Okay, we'll try and reconnect with Mr. Patil in just a bit. But till then, let's take you through the numbers then. At profitability in the quarter gone by has come in at about 3,685 crores, which is an increase of about 7% on a year-on-year basis, with revenue growth of about 23% that the company has reported. 41,959 is where it has come in versus 34,000 crores that the company reported same time last year. So clearly on a year-on-year basis, it's a good set of numbers that M&M has reported. Meanwhile, Harsh from the research team is also now joining us to take us through how the numbers look like. Harsh?
Well, yes, the top line largely in line with expectations. As you can see, stock perked up 3% on the back of that. Margins, some bit of softness visible there, but that's expected, right? You've got raw material costs which are elevated, and some of that pass-through is yet awaited, and therefore you're likely seeing the impact of that number on EBITDA. The EBITDA number coming at 5150 versus the 5300 number which was expected, and therefore you've seen a bit of a contraction on the margins. 12.8% is where the margin number was expected in at. It's come in at 12.3%. Profit though intact. So it's below the EBITDA line items that you've seen a little bit of efficiency play out, and that's why you're seeing the profitability the way it is. At 3685 crore versus the 3500 odd crore which was expected. Maybe a 2 to 3% beat versus the consensus estimates on profitability, but broadly looks like an inline set. Mild bit of weakness on the EBITDA number, but I think the market is not going to take that all too seriously, and that's also because of the fact that we all know that commodity costs have remained elevated through the quarter. But that's really the take with M&M. Back to you, Ashesha.
Okay, so revenue largely in line. A bit of a negative reaction is perhaps what we could see on the EBITDA front, but otherwise we are not expecting any major knee-jerk reaction on the stock. Ashwin Patil is back with us. Mr. Patil, now if you can hear us, what is your first take on how M&M numbers look like?
The numbers have come quite above expectations, and I think it's a strong set of numbers because of the volume performance that the company has posted in the first quarter. No, you can see on the EBITDA side, which increase that everybody, the entire industry has seen over the quarter, and now the actual thing will be going forward. How the monsoon there has been a good
Okay, so strong volume growth is what led to a strong beat. That's the word coming in from Ashwin Patil. We also have the commentary that has come in from the management, and we'll also have the press conference in just a bit. So Anish Shah has said that they are delighted to report a very strong start to FY27 despite the quarter that was marked by macro headwinds. And Harsh was just talking about commodity headwinds that the auto sector has been facing over the last few quarters. And despite that, margins have been steady this time around. The strength of their diversified portfolio coupled with proactive actions will navigate through this challenging environment, and it has enabled them to deliver strong results that the company has reported. They've also spoken about the segment-wise performance, where they say that auto and farm businesses continue to strengthen their leadership position. They've also spoken about market share gains across several segments. They've gained market share. They spoke about SUVs, where revenue market share now stands at 25%, and SUV volume growth of about 15% is what the company has reported in the first quarter. As far as LCVs is concerned, market share at about 52%. So volume growth is what aided numbers for M&M in the quarter gone by. Meanwhile, Rajesh Jejurikar has also spoken about the fact that they've achieved quarter-on-quarter increase of SUV revenue market share of about 50 basis points. So market share gains is one additional benefit that has come out from M&M numbers. Amarjyoti Barua, meanwhile, the Chief Financial Officer, has said they've seen resilient performance across their businesses. Supply chain teams have executed remarkably well to navigate through an uneven environment. So all in all, no negatives as such. The stock is also trading with gains of 2.5%. We will also have the press conference begin in just a bit, so we will have some more commentary that will come in from the management. Remember, commodity price has been a headwind not only for M&M but for the entire sector. But so that was one of the other factors to watch out for. Mr. Patel, now if you can hear us, you were telling us about the volume growth that the company has reported in the quarter gone by, and that aided numbers. But other than that, how do internals look like for M&M?
Yeah, well, first of all, volumes have played really very good this quarter. Secondly, if you look at the overall numbers, the growth in the bottom line is also quite strong. But there is a slight weakness on the EBITDA side, which is given because of the overall industry is facing the headwinds of increasing RM prices. So that is still okay. I mean, that is factored into the overall stock price as well as the overall numbers. But now the real game will be going forward, how the monsoon pans out and how the FES segment, the tractor segment plays. Because, as predicted earlier, the deficit was supposed to be there. But now, because of a good monsoon in certain states, the deficit has reduced. But definitely by the end of the season, we are also expecting that El Nino may play out and there can be a deficit. So that needs to be watched out in Q2. And overall, like on the SUV side, the numbers are playing really very well. The new launches that the company has done over the last couple of quarters, they are playing out well. So on and on, I think, we have seen a very good set of numbers this quarter from Mahindra. And going forward also, we need to watch out how the volumes play because of the monsoon.
Okay, so that will be one factor to watch out for. But Mr. Patel, since we have you with us, yesterday M&M came out with a news with respect to selling its tractor division, the bus division to SML. And on the back of that, we have seen a solid run-up for SML over the last two trading sessions. Any thought on this structure, the transaction that was informed to exchanges about yesterday and the kind of reaction we could see not only for M&M, but even for SML for that matter?
Yeah, it was a very smart transaction that the company has been doing, that they have announced. And, because M&M is mainly, into the SUVs and the small commercial vehicles and tractors, and the bigger commercial vehicles, the buses and all, that, that business, the focus needs to be more. And instead of focusing on it, on their own, they thought that they have, got, as it is, they have got this subsidiary, SML Mahindra. So why not transfer it? And that is a very good move that they have done. So the focus will be very well on the bus segment as well, which is, having about 6% odd kind of market share, and the company targets it to move up to 10%. So because of this move, the company, SML Mahindra, will be, into the CV race quite, very much. And they will be the number 4 player in the CV bus space. So I think it's a very good move from both the sides, and also the deal is the amount of the deal is also not that high as such, so it's not taxing for Mahindra as well. And overall for SML, it's a welcome move, and we can see it reflecting in the stock price as well.
Really welcome move and improved corporate structure for both the entities. Mr. Patil, thank you for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. So